What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well today, and welcome to Hydra Hill, created by this very devilishly handsome young man over here, Mr. Hydra Retro. I wanted to show you some key points of interest on this track before we actually get into things, because he's gone kind of above and beyond what most do. This is a completely free track on MXB Mods, and I've even seen people commenting saying like this is the best free track that's been released in a really long time. So I'm going to be interested to see how it rides. But I was just flying around before pressing the record button. First of all, we've got a very nice map here to let you know where you are and then let you know where you are in relation to everything else. So we've got FMX area, pits, SX track, some trails down here at the bottom, a little flat track, and a main track in the middle. Now, over here as well, we also have some like Hollywood-esque / Glen Helen-esque signs that let you know kind of what track you're near, which I'm guessing are all custom made in Blender or whatever by him as well, which I just thought were really nice touches. And then if we fly up over here, where are we going? Up to this house up in the distance, and we fly inside, he's actually got a track overlay over top of a real world Google Maps view. And I just looked on MXB Mods on the post, and this is his property. So I'm guessing this one here, or one of these houses around here, are his property. And he's kind of plonked this track on top of everything to, I guess, make it feel a little bit more homely, which I think is just really cool. Now, I believe this is in America, based on the old California flags that we see up here, and big US flag. And we don't have this sort of land, at least nowhere where I am in the UK. The skybox, very pretty as well. Not one that I've seen used before, so really like that. I feel like this is taken straight from like a Google 3D scan. I've no idea what or where in the world this is, although that it looks like a little bit of a church in the distance over there. It looks a little bit on the American side, but then when you kind of skim around and you see places like this, it looks a bit more European. So I have no idea. You guys can let me know, or if Hydra's watching this video, let me know as well. And it just looks like a very unique place. If we quickly go over to the outdoors track, or the MX track over here, it's like it just keeps kind of turning back and forth, up and down, kind of stepping up, stepping down these hills. I did think for a second you might be able to jump up and over this house, but I don't believe that's the case. I believe you go through it and then underneath and round, then jump back across, and just looks really cool. Just very different to things that you usually see these days. Now, I'm probably not going to touch on the trails too much, although I do see a crashed little UFO there. There's a nice Easter egg. It looks really cool. If you are a trail rider in this game, there you go. You've got another track just to take your time on. But what we're going to be focusing on today is just the main outdoors track and then the Supercross track down at the bottom corner. So you've also got a flat track here, and it's just really well done. And first time that I have seen this man's name anywhere. I believe this is his very first release. And we also have a little free ride area down here as well, if you are that way inclined. But without further ado, let's go and do some laps on the Nationals track, first of all, and see how she goes. Right, so all we have to do is exit the pits, work our way down here, and we've got our start over here. Now, the only negative thing I've seen while flying around on this track so far is the fact that we have a very wide start here, but there is only 20 gates. I think this could have room for even at least like a double lineup to get 40, or the gates could be placed a little bit closer together to get more, but maybe that's his intent, is to have less people. I don't know how the track rides just yet. It could be a little bit more tight and twisty, so maybe doesn't accommodate 40 at all. But based on the comments that I've seen so far on MXB Mods, because this track's been out for a day now at this point before I'm hopping on and playing it, lots of happy people. People saying they're really enjoying it. Track's got good flow, and I'm not sure what kind of bike I should be riding around here. We're on the standard Husky 450 today because I'm really enjoying this Husky setup and gear combination that BP made for me now that I'm on the AJP racing team. I think it looks very lovely. Nice little split section there as well, so I guess you can go inside and go double single, or you can go outside and triple all the way down. We've got our little step up to the top here where we then go underneath the through the house, through the property, and then step up and over this, around to the right. I was contemplating if this would be a two-stroke track, and how she feels so far, I definitely think it could be. It could be very fun. I don't think that the ground over there being more like a tarmacy concrete type ground, I don't think it has that traction. I think it stays soft soil the whole way through, just based on how she's feeling so far. And actually, that was a fairly short lap, shorter than I expected, especially with all these up and down hills. And based on where the finish line is, maybe not the best track for elimination races for us, but we can certainly get some normal public lobbies going. It's just, I think, again, just a shame that there's only 20 gates on here, but maybe at some point he'll update it. I don't know. I've not seen anybody else other than me saying anything about that or complaining about it yet. I've not had a look at the online servers in the last couple of days. I've rarely do go and do a bunch of online stuff outside of my live streams. If it's not like oh, I'm not going to go over that, am I? Oh, survive, thank God. If it's not Aerial, Supercross or MXGP related, so I'm not sure if this is a popular one so far, but if it is, I can definitely understand why, or relate to why. Texture-wise, I think it looks rather pretty, you know. The dirt's a little bit on the dark side for my personal taste, but if he's made it to kind of be based upon his property, I imagine that there's a certain type of dirt that you have around these parts, and he's made it, I guess, more of a replica to real life. You know, I like my dirt a little bit brighter, but that's mostly just because my older man eyes can't really keep up these days. I think when the dirt gets a little bit too dark is when you start struggling to be able to make out all the finer details. But just from the way that the masking's been done and the norms on top of it, I feel like you can still see a pretty decent amount. You know, you see all the little freshly graded track marks. It's not a perfectly smooth track either, which kind of sits well with me. I do like just having that tiny bit of chop here and there. You can see little bits as we're coming down this hill, and I think it's just enough where it stops you gaining a ridiculous amount of speed to where you'll massively overjump everything. And having now done 2 laps, the 450 doesn't feel like a bad choice at all. Let me try tripling all the way down here this time. Can we triple? Oh, I don't think I'm going to get stopped to the inside. I'm going to try. Oh, we did. Berm holds you very nicely. Then you step up again, ride through the property, try and straight line this little chicane as best as you can. Then we step up. Let's try inside here as well. Yeah, the inside ruts, they hold you quite nice. I see that corner there, because I can still triple, probably just 450 things. The outside becomes a little bit irrelevant, because the fast line will be inside there. Let's try this inside as well. That one doesn't hold me quite as well. It's a little bit less steep of a banking, but you can still get up and over the finish line, no problem as well. Very just nice and flowy. I don't really have any complaints at all about this, and just where you've got those little extra details like the Hollywood-esque sign with it saying Hydra Hill, the trees dotted around look very, very nice as well. They're not actually... Are they? I don't think these are 2D trees. Hang on. I think the trunk might be just a 3D model. Which it is. Okay. Oh, so the leaves are... That's very, very smart. The trunk is 3D and the leaves are 2D, so it just looks a lot more detailed, if that makes sense, rather than the 2D trees most people use. Where, I mean, if you had no idea how the trees work, usually it's 2 sets of 2D planes that cross over each other like that. So if we was looking from above, the tree would look like that with leaves going in each direction. But when you're on the ground facing it, it looks like a lot more 3D. But then the fact that he's gone and added a 3D trunk onto that tree, it looks really, really nice. And it's just little things like this. Like he's got the tyres in here, he's got the watering system, things that most people just don't stop and think about. And then he's not gone overkill with the objects, so we've got little track markers there to separate the split section at the start of it, but then nothing through the rest of it. But you don't really need it, because you've already split off by that point. There's no point having all of these different bales and track markers forcing you in a certain line. And it's just really nicely done. You can tell this has been a bit of a a labour of love, a bit more of a passion project, and probably because it's based upon his own property, I can understand why that would be the case. But it doesn't look like there's anything that's been rushed, or like when I do projects, for example, and I'll grind it for a good couple of days and then I'll almost lose patience with it and then just start rushing and getting it out the door without it being all 110% right. It'll be maybe like 95% right, and there's little bits here and there that could be, you know, touched and changed ever so slightly. But it looks really, really good. And even just bits like this with the very, very small banners or tape, whichever you want to refer to these white bits as, it looks good. The flat track over there, I'm not sure the flat track will get too much use, but if maybe there's some speedway enjoyers, although it does look like there was a berm on one of them corners there, maybe we'll get a 50 or 100 laps maxi road on the Hydra Hill flat track. There you go. Make it happen. 300 likes, we'll do it. I probably won't do it. Don't like the video, actually, for once. Do not like it. I forbid you. Don't press the like button. If you do, I will come to your house and I will prematurely put coal in your stocking that you have stored away up in the attic until Christmas. And you'll get it out and you'll be like, damn, there's already coal in it. You're not getting anything for Christmas this year, buddy. Sucks for you. Shouldn't have liked the video when you liked it. So let's try and work our way down to the old soupy track, because I am running a Supercross suspension right now. I just copied the one that I usually run for all the aerial rounds. And of course, nice and easy to find it. Some big white letters showing us where the Supercross track is. And then do we just jump? Oh no, that was part of it. Okay, I thought that was just a trail leading to it. So let's see what the Supercross track is like, or the Supercross template is like. Berm is a little bit on the flatter side, so you're not going to be going Mach 10 around there anytime soon. And the jumps seem fairly on the easy side. Maybe this is more of like a beginnerish track for people to learn on, rather than, you know, full-scale AMA type track. Yeah, there's a lot more simple than I expected. Whoops are very nice and easy. So again, for you beginners that maybe you're trying to get into Supercross overall and you're struggling on normal like Stone Rider aerial scaling tracks, maybe the Steezy tracks are too difficult for you, maybe Mouse's tracks too difficult for you, then this track so far seems nice and straightforward. So you haven't got to worry about going like triple quadding through rhythms. You just hit nice little doubles or triples if you want to. Front end's gone. That's just me trying to go too fast. And then you also haven't got to hit the berms at 100 miles an hour. You take your time on them, be nice and smooth. Whoop section's very, very easy. I could probably go through that whoop section just by holding down the right trigger on my controller. I could probably let go with the other hand and it would be okay. Boing. Whoop, please land, please land, please land. Yeah, there we go. Which I'm actually going to try and do next lap. So give me a second. I'm guessing this is the finish line jump, which is nice and tame as well. I haven't checked yet, although I don't believe it's the case. I don't think that the individual tracks have their own individual timing. I think you've just got timing on the main nationals track, and that's it. There you go. Whoops, very easy. And that's it. So, yeah, if you wanted to get time-lapse on Supercross, unfortunately, I don't think you can do that. But you can still hop on here and run some laps whilst you can and enjoy it. So, because the Supercross track's a little bit on the simple side, probably not going to sit here and run a whole bunch of laps. And we do still have some time left. So I'm just going to work my way over. We're just going to go and visit the flat track and the free ride trails. Right, so it's down here somewhere. There it is. So this is the flat track. I'm guessing you can ride it in any direction you want. And it does actually have berms. Okay, so it's not like proper flat, but it's just hold on for dear life and go as fast as you possibly can. Can we hit this without slowing down? Oh, that might be a higher gain or higher direct lean kind of track there, but there you go. That exists if you want to do it. I'm not sure if there is a particular direction to these trails either, but they're not as smooth as they first looked when I was doing the cheeky little flyover at the start. It does have this like just tiny bit of rough everywhere. It's enough to just slightly unsettle the bike and get you not feeling 100% comfortable. Being able to go around this lake as well, I think is very, very cool. And obviously we've got the UFO over here, which is a bit of a, I think it's a bit of a shady wady special, and I usually see him on the tracks that he releases. But cool addition. Let's try and get back on. There we go. There just seems to be a lot of UFOs going around the US. You know, they just seem to be crash landing everywhere and appearing on all these motocross tracks, which is very, very convenient. I don't know if we have too many in the UK. I survived, thank God. A little bit difficult to see through some of the shadows here. That is part of the fun. It's one of the reasons why I like racing on tracks like Washougal, for example, because it just adds another element of difficulty in having these shadows overcast on the track. And if anyone was curious, I know this is a little bit off topic right now, when all of the MXB mods hacking happened, I deleted my MXB mods account. So my tracks are on there still, but my account itself isn't. So today I've gone and created another account. So I need to wait 2 days now, and then I can start uploading the Arena Cross stuff again. Because I've got round 3, which is Aberdeen, done. So that is round 1, round 2, round 3, and round 5. So then once this one's been uploaded, which will be in 2 days' time, if anyone wants to go and download them, then I only have one more to make. It's going to be round 4, which I'll probably start on once I've moved, to be honest. I'm now in the final stages of packing stuff, so I'm recording this on the Sunday. I'm obviously packing everything up and leaving on the Friday now, so I've got about 4 or 5 days left to do everything. At the same time as trying to do videos and trying to stream in the evening, it's getting a little bit hectic, but we're making it work. We're making it work. I've gone through most of my, I guess, like cupboards now and sorted all the rubbish and like electronics and things like that out. All I have really left to do is go through all my clothes to decide what I want to keep and what I want to throw away. And then there's a few things that are under my bed as well that I need to decide to chuck or keep. Once I'm done with that, I just need to pre-record a bunch of videos so I can then take my desk apart and dismantle the whole gaming setup and then take the bed apart, and I'm ready to go. So it's getting more exciting the closer I get to it, but then also a little bit sad as well, because yeah, I've been in this house for about 24 years of my 28 years of existence, so it's going to be very weird every day just waking up somewhere new, but it should be fun. It'll be an exciting challenge and hopefully leads to many more good things in terms of the content creation side of things. So thank you everyone that's been consistently, getting my tongue a bit twisted there, let me put my teeth back in, consistently viewing, liking, all that good stuff, supporting the videos in any way possible. I really, really do appreciate it. It means more now than it ever has done whilst in this certain part of my life. And yeah, hope all is going really, really well in your lives as well. I hope the best for each and every one of you. So thank you very, very much. And drop a like on this one. I know I said not to earlier. I'll take it back. Drop a like on this one. It helps. A comment for the algorithm. The algorithm is not liking me recently. It's not suggesting my videos anymore whatsoever. And it's a big old shame. So feel free to do that. I'd really, really appreciate it. Have a lovely rest of the day, whatever you guys are up to. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.
I'm working hard, I'm sacrificing my life, I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain. Even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I will still move a mountain and do what I want. I got